Hey everybody, it's Mike at Rocky Ridge Loft. I'm going to release the young birds for the first time today. I'm going to take that settling cage off the top. Right now they're all locked inside, so I'm just going to pick that up off the top right there, and the birds can come up the same way that they've been getting on the roof. They can come up this way and go up on a roof, with the addition of this being opened up, so that'll be down like this. And that top part's going to be off, and I'm going to let them out for the first time. Some of them are getting very strong, so I'm just hoping for the best. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. They had a few pellets this morning. I like to use pellets because they digest really quickly, so they ought to be pretty hungry. And so here we go. Let me get up on the roof and pull that thing off, and then while the birds are doing their thing, I want to show my new chickens that I got a couple weeks ago. They're starting to grow pretty good, and I'll show them real quick also. All right, so I lifted up off the settling cage, set it right there, and so now the birds can come out. They come right up the top here, and this is where they've been viewing the whole area for a while. I know not all of them are going to come out. Probably it might even take quite a while for one of them to come out. So we'll just let them do their thing, and whoever wants to come out, it's fine. Whoever doesn't, eventually they'll all come out anyway. So let's go open up the door. All right, so the door's open, and nothing's really. They don't know that it's open yet, so I'm not going to push anybody out. Just, whatever happens, happens. No big deal. Let's go take a look at the chickens, and then we'll come back and see what kind of progress we're having. All right, so here's my new chickens. I set up a little area inside this building. This is where I used to have my puppies. This was the whelping box for the puppies. And I thought it would be a good, nice dry spot in here for them to grow a little. They had the heat lamp right there. It was hanging down a little bit lower up until a couple days ago, and now it's warming up outside. Plus, I got a little heater right here just to keep the room warm. This is an insulated room, so. But anyways, I love Rhode Island Red chickens. I've had a lot of different types of chickens, all my life, but these ones here proven to be the best for me for what I do. I like good egg production with a good hardy chicken that doesn't eat you out of house and home. Some of those dual purpose birds, they eat a little bit too much. Rhode Island Reds used to be a dual purpose. It started out as a dual purpose for meat and eggs, but they're geared more towards egg production at this point. And so I do eat eggs. I eat like a lot of eggs, and the price of eggs are skyrocketing, so I thought this might be a good way to go. Now, I only ordered 15 chickens from Ideal Poultry in Texas, and they sent me 28. I'm not really sure the reason why, but I know there's between 4 and 6 roosters in there, and I only wanted one, but I'll keep a couple with 28, so there's probably around 22 hens, and I'll probably keep 2 roosters. But it's a pretty good deal. I mean, I think it came out to like $2.60 each bird, including shipping, so I couldn't beat that. But yeah, I like my chickens, and I'm going to get back to it. I'm going to be building a chicken coop, and probably I'll show all of that when I build it. So these guys are about a little over 2 weeks old now. All right, let's get back to it. All right, so here's the first ones coming out. 4 altogether. 5, 6. This could be a good thing. This could be a bad thing, because sometimes they spook each other. When one of them goes up, it's kind of like a crazy situation, but my heart's beating a mile a minute right now, so let's see what happens. hopefully they'll spend some time on the roof before they get too crazy. But yeah, very strong birds, man. Like my friend Curtis Jackson calls them thoroughbreds, and I mean they're bred to move. These guys are bred for action. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, there's no substitute for flying. You got to fly. That's all there is to it. It's when they go up and they just go, you know, straight into the sky. That's when you got problems. But so far, this is looking real good. If we get a hawk or something showing up, I can kiss these birds goodbye. You know how that goes. But a few days like this, and then I won't have to worry about that so much. I haven't seen any hawks for a while, so let's just hope that it stays that way. So we got 5 up on the roof and 2 that are right there being kind of cautious. But this is pretty much a familiar sight for them. So I took 5 of the older ones out, and because I'm gonna pick 4 from those and send them to the one loft race, and I've already sent 4 out 2 weeks ago. So those 5 that I took out are pretty much the oldest ones, which is probably a good thing for today's purposes, because man, are they strong. You would think that they've been flying the whole time. They're full of muscle and everything. So they're out, and maybe I'll videotape them and show which ones I'm sending to the black gold one loft race. First flight ever. Isn't that beautiful? That's quite a flyer. Up in a tree, which is very good. My first year when I had pigeons, one went on the ground and I went and spooked it up, and I lost the bird. I lost it, it just took off. So, not interested in doing that today. I do not want to lose any birds. And it's a funny thing, the better quality the birds, the easier you can lose them when at this stage, you know, in this first and second release. But after that, forget about it, you ain't losing them. The couple got spooked because one came out of the tree. Can't ask for a better situation so far. I like to release them in the afternoon. Some people say got to release them in the morning so they have all day to find their loft, get back in, but I don't really have that problem because of the settling cage, and I do like to do it in the afternoon just because they're starting to get that roosting instinct. They want to go home for the night, and you know, it's not even 3 o'clock and it doesn't get dark until like 7:30, 8 o'clock. So there's all kinds of time. I mean, they can learn a ton of stuff from now till then. And they're kind of whistle trained. I wouldn't call it trap trained because they just walk right through that trap. Those drop traps like that, they don't. It's like, you know, not even having a trap. They just go in. So the bob wires, they gotta be trained a little bit better. They have to push on the wires to get in, stuff like that. But these this type of trap, it's you just want them to know to come for food when you whistle. And I've been doing that for maybe 4 or 5 days, and they seem to really respond well to it. So But I can't wait to see these guys flying like a group. It's just going to be incredible. You know, we start breeding in December, and it's a long time in waiting to see your birds to get out and actually do something. And it's worth every second. Now there's a lot of young ones that are still inside that aren't even old enough to make it up to that board right there. And so those two right there are obviously very young. And the other thing is I mix my rounds, you know, first and second. I don't fly them separate. I've always found that when I add birds to the flock, they come out when they're ready. They're not. Yeah, that guy he's doing somersaults. Just awesome. Now it's kind of a cool day. There's no sun. I mean, it's all sun, and no wind whatsoever today. Good conditions, man. Well, super excited. I'll film it later on. I'll come back to it. All right, so they've been flying quite a bit. I have 2 up in that tree somewhere, and I think there's a total of 7 out. So that's what, 4 or 5? Yeah. So there's 2 up in that tree. But yeah, they haven't stayed still very much. They've been going all over the place. There's one. But yeah, they definitely know where home is. Not too worried about them at this point. Some of these birds are having their first flight today. That's all. Like that bird up there, it's never going to get lost because it's been up in the trees for quite a while, and man, you can see everything from up there. So there's no way that bird's going to get lost. But anyway, I'll get back with you. All right, so they all trapped back in, no problem. They had one spook. I don't know what spooked them, but they all went way up in the sky, and they all came right back down. So it wasn't much of a problem, but they're all back in, and only 7 of them flew, and the 5 that I had separated earlier because I was picking for one loft races, and they're all back in here. And so there's going to be about 10 of these that are going out within the next week and a half, and you know, to customers and to one loft races. So it'll be a lot less congested, and then all the new babies coming out are all going to fly with these guys, and I'll have a nice young bird team, and to race if I want to. I'm going to get them trained up, and they should do really well. So this is how that white one turned out. Just out of the nest. It's been out of the nest for about 3 or 4 days now. It's looking real nice. It's always nice to have something interesting to look at, but that one is sold. It's going to a customer probably next week. It's kind of young right now. And I gotta pick them out one more bird to go with it. So anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day, and please subscribe and comment and thumbs up, all the good stuff, and I'll catch you on the next one.